Previously on Horrible Film Recaps.
Have you ever felt Kafkaesque?
Oh no, not my astronauts.
Ready for sleeping bag test, Sandy?
No!
Too bad.
And now on to our feature presentation. The title of this movie is The Wolverine. I heard he's supposed to be short, but in this film he's played by a huge, jacked man. There's a bird and a plane, but where's Superman? Meanwhile, at the K-pop labor camp, a guard asks Wolverine to put the lotion on its skin, lest it gets the hose again. Then he informs these men about the release of the new Taylor Swift album. Some of his fellow guards decide to take part in a round of interior sunbathing. You can rent this luxury Russian apartment for 8,000 rubles a day. After checking in with his best friend Yogi, Logan heads to town to fetch a picnic basket. Unfortunately, the only items the local Piggly Wiggly is willing to sell a homeless man are pickled wieners and Zima. On his return trip, Patch finds a wounded Harry, yet no sign of the Hendersons. Cosplaying as Hagrid, Logan tries to show off to his friends, but fails miserably at his wand play. After calling for an Uber to take him home, Logan realizes he's on an episode of Canadians in Cars Getting Katanas. Mariko tells Patch that he's won a first-class trip to Tokyo for being the first Uber passenger to not vomit in her car. After landing, he decides to take a tour of Product Placement Way. With dawning dread, Logan realizes that he's taken a fatal wound to his tank top. His wounds are dressed. Wolverine is accosted by the fashion police, who take umbrage at him being underdressed. You will believe the homeless can fly. Their differences settled, Patch takes a tour of the Whirlpool building. Exhausted by his journey, Wolverine visits the apartment vendor and chooses the nerdery off the menu. The next morning, he visits the dental veterinarian to have a new tank top surgically installed. In a superfluous flashback, Wolverine explains to this young man that the inscription on his sword reads, "This side up." Logan then learns that his Uber driver has accepted a position as Japan's Ronald McDonald, tagging along on a McNugget delivery. Wolverine admires this man's impressive neck belt. Seeing no tip, Ronald delivers a fresh McRib. Without enthusiasm, Logan takes umbrage at the missing gratuity and says so. The man apologizes and offers to show him the impressive neck belt. "That joke was 2 scenes ago," replies Logan as he delivers a knuckle sandwich. The neck belt fad persists, however, as an aggressive marketing campaign using personalized delivery begins. Responding to market trends, Lizard Squishins Productions hires a spokesmodel of their own. In the room with the comic book walls, Wolverine reenacts his favorite scene from The Matrix. Local spokesmodels resent new talent and attempt to cut Ronald McDonald out of her contract. Logan decides to stop posing as Neo and helps her. That's gonna leave her. Oh, never mind. Knowing that Wolverine is immune to stabbing, he tries his ultimate gambit, a stabbing. Okay then. Having recently molted, the Lizard Squishins lady gives a tour of the factory. The needlessly complicated catwalk is a fan favourite. In the Lizard Squishins mix-in room, scientists are hard at work on our newest flavour, Cool Whip and Gravel. People are excited to learn about our celebrity endorser, Jet Jaguar. The tour concludes abruptly when the lack of guardrails costs us yet another tour guide. Fortunately, she landed on a safety arrow. Well, that display is just remolting. Jet Jaguar demonstrates his new flame-broiled nail clippers. Lizard Lady is frustrated that her McFlurry didn't arrive. When Ronald informs her the ice cream machine is down, a fracas ensues. Ultimately, however, Lizard Lady decides it isn't worth it and beams back to Vija, finally learning the art of flame broiling. Logan decides to put an end to this spokesmodel tomfoolery. Tired of the life of a burger clown, Ronald says goodbye to take up Ubering once more. For his part, Wolverine just wants to go back to his rock hole and bear roommate. With the Burger Wars complete and the timeline secured, Captain Picard can join his crew, returning to a future where all restaurants are Taco Bell. This concludes the movie recap. In the battle for food supremacy, there can be only one winner, and though some have prophesied that Taco Bell will reign supreme, I'm hoping that it's lizard squishins, now available in minty fresh squid ink. If you enjoy my nonsensical ramblings, please like, subscribe and leave a comment.